Hello, my crafty friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome to the studio, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me here today in the Hither and Yon studio. Today, we are going to make this fun little gift card holder. It is so perfect for this time of year. Right now I'm recording this, and this is going to be December 2021. So the year's almost out, but we're in gift giving season here in the United States and probably a lot of other places. But this is a perfect little gift card holder that can hold, this is 4, but you can also add in a 5th and a 6th card here, because there's also pockets on the side. So this could hold 6 gift cards, or you could use it for Happy Mail, and you could put different items inside here and stick it in an envelope. It's super thin. You could put probably 2 of these in a standard envelope for a single stamp and send it off to friends and family for the holidays that you might not be able to see in person. So that's what we're making today. I hope you'll join me. We'll use some pretty papers and we will create one of these lovely little gift card holders in a very short time. Once you learn this, you're going to want to make a bunch, so I hope you'll join me in the studio. Okay, so I have some papers here. These I printed on just regular copy paper. These are some beautiful pages from the Graphics Fairy. They have these printable sheets on their website for their members. And it's called Christmas Tree Farm. So if you're a member, I just went to Printables and printed off the paper. These were 12 by 12s, but then I cropped them in my Photoshop and printed them so that they were 8.5 by 11. And then I get that border that goes around. So these are more like 8.25 by 10 3/4. Once I cut them, which is fine for this project because we need 8.25 by 8.25. So I'll put up all the dimensions in a second. I just wanted to show you these papers. This one I really like with all the stockings. So pretty. But you may have your own designs you want to print. I would go with 2-sided since you're going to see both sides of these in this project. And you can also use 12 by 12. You can't use 6 by 6 for making a gift card holder. You can use it for other things like Happy Mail. But for this particular project, the minimum size has to be 8.25. So 12 by 12s will work fine. These are from a Christmas pack that I've had for years, literally, I think like 10 years. And I just can't get through the whole pack. No matter, every Christmas I use it. I try to use it in other projects as well, but it's just been around forever. But it is white on one side. And so what I did here was on the other side that was white, I just took out some stamps and some red ink. I used, I think it's Fired Brick or Campfire. What is it? Crackling Campfire. By Ranger, the distress inks, and I just stamped with some seasonal stamps. So I have those birdie stamps I featured in my last video. I have these season greetings, wishing you a Merry Christmas, but you can use whatever stamps you want. And obviously if you're not doing this for Christmas and you found this video because you want to make a birthday card gift holder, you know, for a birthday, then you would use different paper. So yeah, that's enough about that. All right, so I brought out some extra pieces we might use after. We'll see how it goes. All right, so here are your dimensions. You want 8.25 by 8.25 square as your starting piece. You want to go ahead and take a screenshot of that if you need to. And then we're going to score 1 3/4, and then we're going to score 2 1/4. And I'll show you those score lines now. So here is a piece of approximately 8.25 by 8.25, and it's printed on 2 sides. And this is directional, so I want to have the top of my pattern, you know, this way. I want it to go up and down like you normally would have pattern paper. And then I'm just going to put this on my scoreboard and score it at 1 3/4 on 2 sides here. So we'll do this first one. And if anybody has any tips for me for scoring this paper without tearing it, please put them in the comments, because I am always so gentle here, because I'm always so afraid I am going to tear my paper, especially when I use a lightweight paper like a copy paper weight. So what ends up happening is I score it so light, and then when I go to fold it, I've scored it so light that it's kind of hard to find the fold. But if you have any tips, I'd appreciate them. Anyway, so we're scoring. I just turned it around. So it was this way. I scored 1 3/4, and now I'm flipping it this way, and I am scoring it on the other side, 1 3/4. Okay, so I've scored on this side, and now we're going to score the top and the bottom at 2 1/4. So I'm just flipping it this way, 1 turn clockwise, 2 1/4. And then flip it back the other way, and 2 1/4. Okay, so your top and bottom is 2 1/4. These are 1 3/4. Enough about measuring. That's all we need to measure now. That's all we need to score now. But save your folder, because you will want to use it. Now, I'm using, like I said, a lightweight copy paper. If you're using a heavier weight paper or a cardstock, then the only challenge you have with that is when you start making these folds, you know how heavyweight paper, it's just a little harder to fold the more you fold it. So that would be the only thing I would mention, but if you're really good at that, then you don't have a problem. Okay, so now we're just gonna fold on these 1 3/4, and so mountains become valleys. I'll flip this the other way, and both of these pages sizes are sides are pretty, so I'm not really, doesn't really matter. So I did this one over, and now I'm going to do this one over. Here. Okay. And then let's just fold up on that 2 1/4 as well, just so we get the folds done and they're there ready for us. And then this one. See, this is what I mean. Like, I'm so afraid of tearing the paper that I make my scores so light. Anyway, all right, so here we have this, right? What we're gonna do is, we have this side folded over and this side folded over, okay? Those are the 1 3/4. We're gonna take this corner and we're just gonna fold it up to just about the edge. Not exactly the edge, because you want a little room in there, so you don't get that creasing at the fold. So if you can see that, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but I almost went to the corner. I have a hair there. It's probably less than 1/8 of an inch. So I folded up that corner. Now I'm going to fold up the other corner. Same thing, just about to the edge. And then we'll flip it around and do the same on these 2 sides. And these go together so quick. So you can make a ton of these, and they're mindless. After you've made 1 or 2, you really don't have to think about it. You can score them all at the same time and then just make up a bunch of them. And you can do it while you're watching a movie or TV or YouTube videos, you know, whatever it is. All right, so those are the 4. And if we look at it this way, we have those 4 corners folded in, okay? And now we're gonna take, this is again the 1 3/4 edge, and we're gonna fold it over like that. So those corners are kind of tucked in there, like that, okay? Just fold that down nice and tight, especially on these edges. And now we have something that looks like this. So now what we wanna do is we wanna take these the 2 1/4 inch sides, and we want to fold them in like so. Okay, so now we're folding the other way. Okay, so we just brought those sides in, and now we just want to tuck in one of those sides on each side. So it doesn't matter which way you can go this way, you can go the other way, but you want to tuck one side into the other, and you want both sides to tuck the same way. So now we have something that looks like this, and on this side it looks like this. Next step is to take the side that looks like this, not the one that has the peaks and valleys. You want to take that side and fold it over onto itself. All right. And this is a great way to use up a lot of those papers you have kind of hanging around that you don't know what to do with, and you just have a lot of them, and maybe some off prints that you did. All right, so now we have that, and ta-da, we are done. So what you want to do then, and you can do this a couple of different ways, you can put your gift card in this side. I'm just using some cards I had laying around. One gift card in that side, right? And then you can fold it. You can also, on this side, if you're very generous, you can put another gift card there, and this one's a little bigger than a gift card, so this one here, and now you have 4 gift cards in this single piece of paper. Now, if you wanted to use this, you know, for Happy Mail, then what you could do is you can take and wrap, you can take a piece of this, which is, let me just measure it. These are 3 3/4 inch by 2 1/8. So let me make sure I got that right. No, I'm sorry. 3 3/8, 3 3/8 inch by 2 1/8 inch, 2 1/8. So that's about the standard size of a gift card, but you could cut that out, wrap some washi around this, and then just tuck it in. Or you can make a fun little tag. You could make, you know, a little booklet. Oh, I have one here, but you get the idea. Like, you just fold a piece of paper in half. So double that size and then fold it in half and stick that in there. And the same thing here and here. And then you can go to town embellishing it. So you can add in some, you know, pretty words, or add some lace down the sides. On this side, you can, you know, put some sentiments in here. You could cut out a big sentiment and put it there in the center. That would be lovely. I kind of like them exactly as they are. And another thing, if you are using this for, say, Happy Mail, you can also, it creates kind of like a little pocket here. So you could also put in a little tag in there. So this is a very simple and very versatile holder for so many things. And in my next video, we're going to do something really fun with this that I think you all will like. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to see more videos with paper crafting and slow stitch and junk journaling, then go ahead and hit that subscribe. Turn the bell notification to all. So you click that bell and hit all, and then you'll get notified when I put up a new video. So this Saturday, I'm going to do another video, and we're going to do a really fun project with this. I think you'll love it. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like it. And leave me a little comment. Tell me where you are watching me from and how you found me. I would love to hear about what you're doing for the holidays and what you thought of this project. I think it's super simple. You can kick out a whole bunch of these, and you can use them because they're so thin. They're perfect for mailing. You can tuck this into an envelope. You could tuck a couple actually into an envelope, even side by side, and they would be just a single stamp. So I think they are lovely, and thank you for spending time with me in my craft room today. I'm always so happy when I get to spend some time with you, do a little chit chat, and you know, make some fun stuff. So If you want to show off the card holders that you have made, please put them on your Instagram and at me. It's Hither N Yon Studio. So that's Hither, the letter N, Y-O-N Studio on Instagram. All the links are below, and I'll link to these papers as well from the Graphics Fairy that you can use if you'd like to. And that's about it. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.